Hello dear learners, I am Dr. Nathani Dash, a general and laparoscopic surgeon, and I am welcoming you all to another video. In my previous videos, I have discussed some basic things regarding inspection, palpation of a swelling. From today, I will start to describe about the single diagnosis. Like today, I am going to describe about lipoma, which is the most common tumor encountered in every wards or outdoors or even in private practice. That's why it is called universal tumor. So hope you guys will be enjoying this video. For that reason, you need to go through the video as well as comment in the comment section and subscribe for getting update for the next videos. So let's start our journey. This disclaimer as usual. Now, what will be the examination scenario? First of all, when you will go to for your exam, like in your final prof exam or even word final exam or even FCBS exam, first of all, greet your examiner as well as patient. You should greet your patient as well as examiner, both of them simultaneously. Then your teacher will say, or the examiner will ask that, okay, examine the swelling of our forehead. So, as I stated previously, that you have to uh, hear properly what your examiner has asked you to do. He has asked to examine the swelling. He hasn't mentioned anything like inspection or palpation or anything. So, you will need to do everything here until he stops you. Okay, but if he asks to do the palpation, then you may omit the inspection part. Okay, so here what your examiner have asked to do properly. Then wash your hands as usual. Okay, so this is the swelling. There is swelling in the right forehead, and this is my patient actually. So you will start giving greetings like adab, namaskar, assalamu alaikum or hello. Okay, যে চাচা আমি ডাক্তার অনুজ, আমি একজন ফাইনাল পরীক্ষার্থী বা এফসিএস পরীক্ষার্থী। আমি আপনাকে কিছু প্রশ্ন করব এবং আপনাকে পরীক্ষা করব। আপনাকে কোনো ব্যথা দিব না বা আপনার কোনো সমস্যা হবে না আশা করি। So this is all about report. Then you are giving introduction of yourself that I am Dr. Anuj. Hello, I am Dr. Anuj Kanti Das. I am a final prof examinee. For my examination, I need to ask some questions to you as well as I need to examine you. Hope you will not get any discomfort as well as I will not give any pain to you. This is the report. After that, after report, I will ask that I will seek permission from him that okay, so let's start. বা আমরা তাহলে শুরু করি। এবার আমরা শুরু করলাম। তারপরে আমরা শুরু করব হিস্ট্রি নেওয়া। ওকে, যেহেতু দেখা যাচ্ছে ইন্সপেকশন, সো we will start asking regarding history. First of all, that actually যে what problem has, why have you come to this hospital? First of these things, যে আপনি কি সমস্যা নিয়ে আসছেন? অথবা you can ask direct question যে চাচা or Mr. Amuk, that from when you are seeing this lump over your forehead? ওকে, বা চাচা আপনার এই জায়গাটা কতদিন থেকে দেখছেন? Duration of the lump. Then ask about the size, what actual size it was when he first saw this thing. Okay, what was the original size? And in that case, he mostly cannot say a prepared size like 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. They cannot say this. They may indicate to assign some kinds of fruits or seeds actually. Yeah, like it was the size of pear or anything. Okay, so you need to know about the size, usual sizes of some fruits and seeds or vegetables actually also. So what are the size at first? It is very good important question. Then about the progression, or whether it is rapidly progressing or slowly progressing, because that will differentiate a malignant lump from a benign lump. Then about the multiplicity, whether there are any other swelling over any other part of the body. Some lipomas are occur in multiple sites. Usually we know The multiple site swellings are usually neurofibroma, but lipoma can also be multiple, like it said lipomatosis or even Darkham's disease. Okay, and you may ask about some whether any pain or any discomfort over that region. Though that site is not about the discomfort, but if the swelling is in any flexor surface or any joint surfaces, then it can impede in the movement of the joints. So sometimes if the lipoma event, if it is very enormous in size, that may cause any discomfort or even any joint or any other mobility restriction. So you may ask that whether any associated symptoms like pain or fever or any other movement difficulty or anything. Okay, some lipoma are painful like nevolipoma. So that is the thing. Okay. After you have completed your asking in situ, you will go for the inspection because that is the well visualized part. So you need not to seek permission for inspection. Okay. After you have completion of inspection or while inspecting, some examiner like running commentary and many more examiner like that you will complete your examination. After that, you will describe to your teacher. Okay, so that is okay for your undergraduate student, but in case of post graduation, the time is very limited. That's why my suggestion would be that go for running commentary. That means describe what you are inspecting, describe while you are palpating. Okay, that will save your time and that will make you sequential also. Okay, it will save your time as well as it will make your examination sequential. Like what will inspect, you will say. So for that particular case, we'll say that, sir, left side of forehead is normal. We all know that in bilateral symmetrical organ, we need to mention about the normal side first, then abnormal side. So as there is a swelling the right side of the forehead, so I am telling that the left side of forehead is normal. And there is a globular swelling in the right side of the forehead measuring about 3 centimeter in length and 3 centimeter in breadth. So as I am inspecting, the shape is looks about globular. I have told that don't mention any swelling round. Okay, and that is forehead. And measuring if as I am saying this globular swelling, so I am telling that the length is 3 centimeter and breadth is equal length, equal breadth. But if I told that swelling is oval, then there will be difference between length and breadth. So if you say globular swelling, the dimension of length and breadth will be equal. And as I am inspecting this, I am mentioning about that measuring about, not exact, about. Okay. Then there's something about the surface is smooth, margin well defined. There is no scar mark over the swelling, and overlaying and surrounding skin is normal, and no visible pulsation or no visible sin. So these are the points which should be mentioned in inspection. After that, you start palpation, and as I previously mentioned, that palpation starts by asking the whether any pain over that region or not. যে চাচা আপনার কি কোনো ব্যথা আছে কিনা? Okay, and then start by examining temperature, and say that temperature not normal, temperature not raised, swelling is non-tender, size is now not measuring about size 3 centimeter into 3 centimeter. Surface again smooth, margin well defined, mobile in all direction. There is no restricted mobility, neither fixed with overlying skin nor with the underlying structure. And I will request everyone that for clinical examination of these things, you should visit my previous videos on palpations. There are lots of videos, you should go through this. So these are all about the palpation, and then is the consistency. This consistency is soft. As consistency is soft, we will go for the sign of indentation, which is absent here. Sleeping sign is positive here. Okay, sleeping sign is positive here, and the swelling is not compressible. Fluctuation test is positive, but transformation test is negative. Sometimes pseudo fluctuation may occur in case of lipoma. Okay, So these are the things you need to examine. There is no need of auscultation or percussion in examining this swelling. Then you can go for the thank you your patient by the thank you, বা ধন্যবাদ চাচা. Okay, so your part of examination is over. Now you will look at your teacher, and your teacher will start asking questions. The usual questions are that what is your clinical diagnosis. First question will be what is your clinical diagnosis. So you need to go for a clinical diagnosis. So if you find that, hey, you can tell that directly that this is my clinical diagnosis is lipoma in right side of forehead. But if you want that I want to be safe side or something, then you may tell the sir the my diagnosis is benign soft tissue swelling in right side of forehead. Then soft tissue swelling include everything. It can include lipoma, include hemangioma, it includes sebaceous cyst, it includes fibroma, neurofibroma, anything you can call. Okay. So then your teacher's next question will be, okay, what is your most probable diagnosis? Most probable diagnosis. Then you may tell the sir, this is lipoma. Okay. And right side of the forehead. So you're answering usually usually question arising answers are well deserved. But here you can directly say, as this is sleeping sign is very much positive. That's why you can directly say this. This is lipoma in right side of forehead. Okay. Then the next question will be why lipoma? And for answering these things, we will go for the first with the history, then examination. Okay, as there is no lab investigation, we will omit these things. So their swelling is slowly progressing. It is for years. Okay, and the surface is very smooth on palpation, soft in consistency, sleeping sign positive. So that are the reason why that swelling is called lipoma. Okay. Okay, then your teacher may, though he has seen in your examination, he may ask that, okay, show the sleeping sign test again. So in that cases, we all know that we need to, there is the swelling here, and that is your index finger, and you are pressing at the edge of the swelling, and that will slip. I have just demonstrated the sleeping sign in my previous videos. So you should go through the palpation videos. Thank you. After that, you may also ask that show us the fixity. Though the swelling was in forehead, okay, and I am demonstrating another thing. And this demonstration, this is the mobility. This is mobile in all direction, and then movement of that region. This is flexor surface, flexor, and one I am applying a resistance, and then this mobility is restricted. And in that particular case, that is in forehead, okay, and in forehead there is auriculotemporalis muscle actually. So you can move this in mobile direction in relaxed state, as well as though in skull skin has got no attachment, but you can ask to front. You can ask to front his head, and then you may again see the mobility or fixity. Okay, so that's how we see the fixity. And for oil demonstration, I did also request you to look for the previous video. Okay, then your teacher will ask that what will you do now? What will you do now? Your diagnosis is lipoma, then what will you do now? So you will tell that, so I will counsel the patient for surgery and do some basic investigations as complete blood count, random blood sugar, some viral markers in the form HbSAg, NTHCV, NTHIV, etc. Okay. Then you may ask that what surgery will you do? The straight answer will be sorry, excisional biopsy. Okay, excisional biopsy. Then your teacher may ask to make an incision, whether there is a swelling of our forehead. Okay, this is the forehead. So how will give incision? The mindset will be that we need to follow the Langer's line. In forehead, Langer's line are here in that form. So we will incise in transverse direction, linear incision and transverse direction. Clear? Okay. So that will be the incision in that particular case. Then he may ask, why you go for surgery? I am just discussing about the basic questions, not the typical theoretical demonstration. That is, question is exam oriented, so I will just discuss the questions which are frequently asked by teachers. So why will you go for for surgery? Obviously, there is swelling is visible, so main purpose is cosmetic purpose, but there is some complications of lipoma also, like it may go under mixed motor degeneration, or it may get calcified, or even infection, or it some though rarely, but it can go on to malignant transformation. Okay. Then your teacher may ask that what kind of malignant transformation may occur in that case. So you know the malignancy or cancer is a layman term. It is divided into carcinoma and sarcoma, and carcinoma arises from the epithelial cells, and sarcoma arises from the mesenchymal cells or connective tissue cells. A adipose tissue is a connective tissue variant, so that will lead to sarcoma, and so it is lipoma. So it is counterpart is liposarcoma. Then what anesthesia will you give? As the swelling is very small, so we will need that the local examination, local anesthesia will do everything. So some teacher may ask that, okay, where will you do the surgery? At your chamber or at OT? So this is very small swelling. So you may think that that is can be done in chamber also, but no. No surgery is to be performed in chamber, because then you will ask why? Because the local anesthetics has got some complications, and this local anesthetics has some dosage schedule also. The bupivacaine, lidocaine has got some lethal doses also, and the complications that may have some local complications, and we are mostly concerned about the systemic complications, like it may go intravenously and lead to the cardiac arrest even, also convulsions. So neurological and cardiac complications are main concerned. That's why if you want to give in local anesthesia anywhere, there should be a setup of general anesthesia available. Okay, you can do it in your chamber, but the OT facilities, general anesthesia facilities will not be there. So that's why you need to avoid it to do it in chamber. Just do it in OT complex where there is anesthesia or general anesthesia setup is there. Clear? So previously we told that it is there is a lipoma in the hair. Okay, the surface is smooth also. Now, if these cases they are in your exam, then what is the incision will be given. So previously we told that that was transverse, but in case of limb, there will be the horizontal incision. That is, I will give incision to their things. And to select an incision, one important thing is that you need to go for the Langer's line, but also while incising, we need to think about the underlying structures. Like in wrist, okay, there is radial artery, radial artery there. I thought if I incise transversely, that radial artery may get transected also. That's why you need to think about the underlying vessels also while incising. Langer's line and underlying vessels. Okay. So in lipoma cases, the teachers usually want ask to show the incising line. Okay, and for lipoma it is what linear. For sebaceous cyst that is elliptical. Okay, and that is another case, and it is a views lipoma. So here, how does the surface look like? Actually, you know that lipoma there is here in that case, and then it goes there, then it goes there. So fat cells looks like lobules in case in any body actually. That's why the surface looks like lobulated here. Then how will you assess temperature? Okay, we all know the temperature assessed by assessing normal, abnormal, normal. and comparing with the opposite side. Okay, in bilateral symmetrical organ. So first of all, normal thing and dorsum of the skull hand, then abnormal side, and then again normal. And as the swelling is very large, so we need to assess at multiple points. Okay, after assessing this normal, abnormal, abnormal, then we can go here, touch here or there. Two or more places we will assess the temperature in case of large swelling. Okay, and what anesthesia? So in that cases, the anesthesia, the swelling is larger, the anesthesia will be local anesthesia will not be adequate. For that reason, we will go for general anesthesia. Then you will ask the why not local? Then you tell this area is more surface area is larger. That's why they will need more local anesthetics that may cross the lethal dose. Okay, and safe doses may exceed, as well as this is thick, skin over that back is thick, so thicker skin has got less vascularity, and less vascularity, that means that administration of local anesthetic will be more, and that will less that will go less in the circulation. That's why in to exercise this swelling, we need to go for general anesthesia. Okay, so another thing may ask, what do you mean by pseudo fluctuation? Pseudo, that means false. So that swelling can fluctuate. We know that fluctuation means that there is a presence of fluid. Fat is not fluid actually, but fat in body temperature, the consistency feels like liquid. That's why, though fat cells are not liquid or fluid, but in body temperature, lipomas feels like liquid, or the fluctuation test become positive. That's why it is called pseudo fluctuation. So I think that's over for today. So I have just discussed about the questions that will be faced in your clinical examination, short case examination, and I think you have gone through this. So my point will be that you should build up a good repo, you should expose properly, and you should examine sequentially. You should go for the running commentary and describe sequentially. Make a good eye to eye contact with your teacher while giving answer, and answer should be short and specific. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed my session. If you enjoyed, then I would request you to subscribe my channel for further. Okay, thank you very much.